Hey everyone, welcome to my next installment in the Pokemon History series of videos. Today I want to talk about Ancient Mew. I think there's a few misconceptions out there about how many versions of this card exist, and I'd like to discuss all 6 of them in this video. That's right, as of the writing of this video, there are 6 different variations of Ancient Mew. So let's get started. For American audiences, the story of Ancient Mew began all the way back in the year 2000. It was originally given out during the theatrical run of Pokemon the Movie 2000, The Power of One, or as the Japanese called it, Mirage Pokemon, Lugia's Explosive Birth. At the time, the card was very desirable as it was only given out during the first week of the movie's release. After that, attendees could only obtain the legendary bird promos Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. The version of Ancient Mew that North American audiences received is referred to as the international version. This version and all versions of Ancient Mew are easily distinguished by 2 factors: the holo pattern and the copyright information at the bottom of the card. Here you can see a close-up of the international version's copyright information. Note the 1999 through 2000 Wizards text, as that text doesn't appear on any of the Japanese releases. While Ancient Mew's origins started in the year 2000 for North American audiences, it began 1 year earlier in 1999 for Japan. Japanese audiences received their Ancient Mew cards in a pamphlet when they purchased their movie tickets. The initial version released in Japan is often referred to as the Nintendo Ancient Mew, due to the misspelling of Nintendo at the bottom of the card. It's also referred to as Ancient Mew I, as there would be a distinguishable reprint released later on called Ancient Mew II, not to be confused with the Pokemon named Mewtwo. This version of Ancient Mew would see a revised edition, with the misspelling of Nintendo corrected. It would be indistinguishable from the error version outside of the typo correction. This version is often referred to as Ancient Mew I Corrected. Its holographic pattern would be identical to its misprinted counterpart as well. This version is arguably the rarest printing of the card, as the misspelling error was caught late into production. Next up is a lesser-known variation, which is referred to as Ancient Mew II. This version looks extremely similar to the North American and the international releases, but you can tell the difference by again referencing the copyright information at the bottom of the card. Notice this version is lacking the 1999 through 2000 Wizards text that's found on the North American version, and instead features the same copyright information found on all of the previous Japanese versions. Additionally, the holographic pattern is markedly different from the speckled pattern found on the Japanese versions. For decades, these several variations would be the only Ancient Mew cards on the market. Until 20 years later, as an homage to the original, a 4th Japanese printing of the card was offered to audiences attending the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution theatrical release. This version would abandon the holo pattern found on Ancient Mew II and the international releases, and return to form with the original speckled holo design. Once again, it's able to be distinguished by its copyright text, which features the year 2019. Lastly, there's a Korean version of Ancient Mew. This was also released in honor of the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution release, but this version features the year 2020 in the copyright text. This version also featured the speckled holo pattern seen on its equivalent Japanese counterpart. That is it for this video though, everybody. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even share this video with somebody else who might like it. I've been Cool Trainer Rob, and you've all been excellent. Thanks for being here. Until next time.